of children. And that is not a question of isolated mistakes, but institutional breakdown. Here are just some of the most scandalous and urgent issues. Delays in safeguarding referrals. A HICWA inspection found that in North County Dublin, Tusla took more than 6 months to act on a safeguarding risk identified in some cases. Shockingly, some children were sitting on waiting lists without any safety plan, even though their cases have been open for months. This is not just bureaucratic inefficiency. This is deliberately risking children's lives. Unallocated social workers for children in care. A judge has described Tusla's failure to assign social workers to hundreds of children as shocking and appalling, and it must be for a judge to say it. In one case, a child remained without a designated social worker for years in direct violation of court orders. How can children be properly protected when they lack a consistent, qualified point of contact? Children repeatedly going missing from care. Internal records obtained under the Freedom of Information show that children in Tusla-run residential homes were reported missing nearly 7,000 times between January 20 and September 2025. Disturbingly, one child was reported, hold on to your hands, 274 times in one single year. Shame on them.
Shame on them.
You'll be interested to hear Tusla's response. The most short absences, failure to acknowledging the underlying trauma and systematic instability, staff burnout and capacity crisis. An internal Tusla review in Donegal found that social workers are suffering from intractable staffing problems, burnout and overwhelming workloads, delaying the critical assessment of abuse or neglect. These are not, and they'll keep telling us, but these are not administrative issues. They are moral failures. When the staff are overworked and under-supported, the safety of the children is unduly compromised. Data protection catastrophes. Since 2019, Tusla has recorded over 2,000 personal data breaches, many involving extremely sensitive information about children. Some breaches were deemed high risk, exposing vulnerable children and their families to real harm, even potentially to the people who may wish to do them harm. This is not a technical failure. This is a betrayal of our trust. We understand that Tusla operates under difficult and resource-constrained circumstances, but these repeated failures cannot simply be blamed on the lack of funding or staffing. This is what they're going to tell us again and again. We must insist on real accountability, and that's why we're here today, and that's why we're going to keep coming back for real accountability. We do not need reform. We need this institution to be disbanded and reformed. There's no saving this institution at this stage. There is no saving it. And this is intentional, ladies and gentlemen, to destabilise families and to destroy the moral fibre of our society and to destroy the most vulnerable in our society. This is not just some structural failure. This is deliberate. This is deliberate.